All right, Kathy's, we are back. Midweek episode. Anand, I have bad news for you. You are now eligible to enlist in the Army. You're 42 years old.
Well, I got 6 months.
But we're moving fast. You could be...
Well, I'm technically past 42.
We'd have to do some research on if it's the 41 turning into 42 or the 42 into 43 is the enlistment.
Well, this is my 43rd year.
But you would be considered 42.
Depends who you ask. Just look 83 born.
If I ask the Donald, he's going to say 42. We're talking about this because they increased the enlistment age from 34 to 42, which is pretty good content. And then I saw David Goggins enlisted back into, I think he was in the Air Force.
The Marines.
Marines. He's 51 years old. He's going back to be like a master sergeant or whatever he was. Someone like him going back into the, to the services.
Right.
I have this weird feeling a shitload of people do.
I saw a really good tweet. Van Lathan said, "Oh, we just want LeBron."
Meaning, for age, he's 42 years old.
I thought that was good content.
I think the enlistment thing is interesting. And I mean, when I first saw David Goggins just re-enlist, I was like, this is insane. He's 51 years old.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's probably in better shape than 99.9% of the world, right?
Forget better shape. He wants to go into combat. Probably,
yeah, he probably does.
And so, but it could end up being, and he's doing it for whatever reason he chose to do it.
Well,
maybe it's
clips.
No, but like okay. Good, let me tell you, going into Iran, you will not be getting clips.
You're not going to Iran, but the point is, I think people will take advantage of this to make their social media go crazy.
Yeah, I think if you just think about it from a marketing standpoint, there's other people that are going to be like
Jake and Logan, go enlist.
They might,
and they could do content.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
show speed. Go
this
list.
is incredible marketing for the armed services. The David Goggins, one of the thought leaders of young men in America.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
extremely influential young men, re-enlisted. If you want to if I'm Trump, I'm having Goggins sit at the Oval next to me and just say, fuck it. Tell everyone to enlist.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need
if you
bodies.
get all the live streamers to promote it, because the way military recruiting works, because I remember at USC, South Central is like a low income neighborhood.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of places recruiting like local kids, not the SC kids. SC kids are pussies.
Yeah.
But the local kids, they were trying to recruit them. And now if you get the live streamers on board, this is like a whole new avenue.
I mean, I think, I wouldn't be shocked if there was.
But I also think it's kind of silly because New War is just technology. It's from Colorado where they're just putting drones and missiles.
I don't know. 6 Americans have died.
6, but think about it. We've been in war for a month.
I know, but I'm just saying, the fact it's still in.
Well, they got bombed because the facility got bombed.
Yeah.
They weren't in combat.
No, I understand that. But when in war, there is risk of life.
Of course.
If you get deployed to active combat, there's
whether you're a medic or not
doesn't matter what you are. The risk of life is so high in that. But I think the more broader thing was more of watching people do something like that. I'm curious to see its impact on recruits, enlistment, because the Army for the most part, and Marines and Navy and Air Forces for the last decade has not been a topic of conversation. And in fact, it was more of we don't want to be in any conflict anymore. And people are just, avoiding that kind of whole concept. But now you have David Goggins go side.
Yeah, our president ran on that platform.
Yeah. And now,
no more wars.
But I'm just more surprised. Forget the politics of it. David Goggins re-enlisting in the Marines is
Let's see if he gets deployed.
I think he wants to. He's also trying to. These people are on a crazy mission, right? It's like Pat Tillman. he went and he was looking to get deployed. These people they're like, men amongst men. They're not just doing it. I know you think he's doing it for clips. I think he's also, if he gets deployed, he'll go. I don't think you're going to see him back out.
No, he'll go.
Yeah. He'll be
Great
out
content.
there. Yeah. But I know you think it's all content. I think if Jake and Logan Paul do it, it's content. I don't think it's him doing it for content.
Okay.
I think he might have a patriotic reason or a purpose that he wants to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I just know from social media clips, so I don't know him. So, but
Yeah.
Jake and Logan, 100%.
Yeah, they're
They're going to enlist WWE, boxing.
Yeah, they'll go, look, the thing is it's great marketing for the armed services to get these people like excited, like a David Goggins, who's not like, he's not Jake and Logan Paul.
The larger point I'm trying to make is the utility of it is pretty minimal because we don't need more military like soldiers. We just need better technology. So if you enlist the Palantir engineer, if a bunch of Palantir engineers were like, I'm going to give up my $100 million pay package.
Doing it.
Yeah.
They're get paid to do it.
And I'm going to go to the CIA or I'm going to go to the FBI. That is more impactful than we don't need more soldiers.
Yeah.
We don't.
I think that would not play well in for people that have served.
But in terms of utility for what would actually benefit America.
I don't know.
You
still need people to execute.
If you get the OpenAI, Anthropic engineers and Palantir engineers,
What? They're so woke. They won't even support our government in the war. We don't need those people. They're not supporting.
Palantir is. What are you talking about?
But Anthropic is not. Anthropic is literally asking them not to use their technology,
and they still are.
Yeah, of course, we're going to do whatever we want. We're still the U.S. government compared to Anthropic.
But my point is, they're more valuable than the buff guy from the Equinox gym or
I think
Gold's
that's
gym.
that statement. If that was a clip on TikTok, you would get destroyed. Would you be willing to risk that on TikTok?
I would 100% be willing to put. You want me to say it again?
No, we got the first time. Please let that go and see how people in the armed services feel about that clip.
Got it.
It's a new war. It's a new age.
I know, but you're discounting people who have lost their lives in combat.
I'm not discounting. I'm saying what do you need for a go forward? Make sure you include that part.
Yeah.
What do you need from a go forward?
Yes. There's still 3,500 Marines getting deployed right now.
For no reason. Correct.
From your perspective.
Yes.
Okay. Just add that to the clip too. And see how those 3,500 people feel.
Jesus Christ.
I'm fine with it.
Moving on. Meek Mill wants AI in underprivileged schools. Tell me about that.
So Meek Mill tweeted he's super interested in AI. He's like, there's this huge opportunity to have AI deployed to communities that he grew up in and all around the country. And there's a Twitter account. His name's Trung Fan, who's very big on tech Twitter.
He's my guy. I know.
You know him?
Yes.
So he mocked him.
He didn't. He said, I know exactly what he said. He said, Meek Mill has just raised $1 billion from A16. So that, I don't know.
No. He said,
yes.
Oh, I guess we have the new Claude VP of engineering, Meek Mill. He was trying to make fun of him.
Of course.
Then Meek clapped back at him.
Yeah.
I saw the whole thing.
Okay.
Before we recorded, you said you didn't know any of it.
I looked it up and I saw what it was.
And so Meek clapped back and he's like, oh, so you're just going to make fun of me? And then he got, he shut down. Trung Fan did. And then Austin Alred, who's a big tech guy, said, Meek, I'll host you in Austin, private jet, 5-star, everything. What do you want to accomplish? I will host you.
Okay.
And Meek said, I'm in. Let's connect. But it's amazing how this can just happen.
Well, he said Anthropic has acquired Meek Mill's new AI startup for $1 billion, and he will become the VP of product for Claude. So making fun of him, saying that he got acquired for $1 billion, that's exactly what he said. Just to be clear.
I don't think Meek Mill sold the company for $1 billion.
I'm aware. So I know you think he's making fun of him. He also
Meek thought he was making fun of him.
Meek did, but he
did not sell the company for $1 billion.
I'm aware of that. It's a meme account. The whole thing is memes. That's what.
He's making fun of him.
I don't think he's making fun of him. I think he's making fun of the AI moment where, like, you mention a few things on AI and you get bought and you get acqui-hired. It's like Scale AI or Manus or any of these companies. They do a couple things. All of a sudden, anyone former OpenAI, we don't even know what they did. They get $100 million. So his point is Meek Mill's famous. He starts talking about AI. Ben Affleck's AI
but
company.
He actually got bought for $600 million.
Yeah, but I understand you're defending Meek Mill, and I hope.
No, I'm not defending anyone. I'm telling the facts.
So am I. I'm saying
he's a meme account. He made a meme.
Yeah.
So that's not facts. That's a meme.
Yes, I'm aware. But he also said, if you keep reading, he talked about Ben Affleck's AI startup getting, it's because the whole AI moment right now, if you're looking outside in, is a joke. That there's companies that are doing no revenue being valued at $30 billion.
Yeah, for sure. But this is different.
Okay. So what do you hope Meek Mill will do now?
I think it's a cool moment that someone reached out and is willing to give him the resources to pursue whatever he wants to do. And I think that's a very cool moment.
I hope he does something with it.
And whether he does or doesn't, Meek Mill knows everyone now, right?
Yeah.
Kraft, Ruben, he's in the A-list, Jay-Z. He's a made man at this point. And I think Chung Fan overplayed himself. That's my point. That's
what their job is, those accounts. The whole job is to poke fun on social commentary.
But he backed down immediately. You can look at
that's fine. He's okay with that. That's his job. He gets millions of views.
He got scared.
That's fine too. You're allowed to get scared too. You're going to get scared when the Patriots come after you, and you're going to have to do a formal apology on TikTok.
I have plenty of friends who've served, so I do not have to make an apology.
Okay, let's see. And even Meek Mill came back and said, "My bad." He even said it too, because he knows he came too aggressive. So they both backed down. This is a big one. OpenAI launched Sora a few months ago, and Sora was the video editing app that went insanely viral. And for the most part, created a lot of AI slop. And two things happened in the last 24 hours. Disney backed out of their $1 billion investment into OpenAI. And my guess it was around this Sora commentary. And then Sora then got shut down by OpenAI.
So Sora was OpenAI was spending $1.15 billion a quarter to keep the
lights on,
the feature on.
Yeah.
So that's like $5.5 billion, I think, if you annualize it. And I think they just were like the OpenAI.
There's no monetization of Sora right now. So.
I think, and then I don't know if you saw how OpenAI is offering 17.8% guaranteed return for anyone who wants to invest for private equity folks. We're in this stage where
they're running out of money.
The costs are too high and the revenue's not there yet and the profits aren't there.
Yeah.
Because the compute's too expensive. And I don't know. Do we just keep funding this? Is this .com 2000 or is this mobile 2008? I don't know yet.
It's 2008 on steroids, and it's all going to work. And the reason.
But you think there's unlimited funding for all these companies? I don't have a view yet. To be honest,
on the 5 best, yes. I think everyone else is fucked, like zero. I think Anthropic is such a focused company, and the products that they're putting out are solving their product strategy is so fucking good. So they went after the enterprise, which are the big companies, and they're slowly coming down market, and the products they're releasing. The amount of updates, I think there were 50 plus updates in the last 45 days. In the last 48 hours, they launched a desktop tool, which this is so cool. You can now connect your desktop to Claude and operate your desktop from anywhere. You can literally natural language, tell it what to do. Open this file on this computer, go do this, do everything. It's insane. They basically created also OpenClaw in a safer environment for everyone to use. And the problem with OpenAI is doing shopping, they're doing Sora.
Healthcare.
They're trying to do too much. And we know historically, specifically in any industry, and let's just go deeper in technology, the best companies in the world were so laser focused on one thing. before they expanded. Like Apple did the Mac for 20, 30 years before they did any other products. And then they did the iPod, and then they went to the iPhone, and now they have a suite of products. I think Google was so laser focused on search until that became a cash machine. Did they do all these other things? Anthropic is going around that the same way. The problem with OpenAI, guy's doing too much, doing way too much. And I don't think that's a good strategy. And that's why he's going to have to shut down a lot of things.
Yeah.
His core product, ChatGPT, is doing well. I bet you if you isolated that product and got rid of all the riffraff shit they're working on, it's not losing as much money.
I think the commentary basically is it was hockey stick growth for all these companies. Like clearly the use case is there. It's the economics haven't worked. And that was kind of what .com 2000 was, where everyone knew pets.com. It's way easier to buy pet food on pets.com. But guess what? Pets.com is going to go bankrupt if they keep functioning like they were. And then Chewy comes along and they sell for $4 billion.
The problem with that analogy is why I don't like it is hundreds of millions of people use ChatGPT every day already. Hundreds of millions.
But the cost structure is similar. Like there's no cloud for AI yet. So the reason why the internet changed was cloud.
Yeah.
Right? So 2008, why Uber, Airbnb,
the cost of everything went down.
Dropbox, the cost of sustaining these businesses went from 100 to a fraction of 100.
So I think the cost structure is going to change as drastically as the build is, because if you're for example,
they need their cloud moment.
Yeah,
the AI needs the cloud moment.
It'll happen. NVIDIA and Microsoft announced a nuclear energy fucking deal today.
Your boys Bernie and AOC are trying to shut down data centers.
They're all going to be in Texas and Florida, so it's not going to matter. It's going to be in all red states. And I think the reality is these guys are looking at the landscape, because these CEOs are also they're just so much smarter than previous generations. These guys are seeing 100 years out now.
Yeah.
And so they know.
But it's just when the money dries up. That I'm obviously as bullish as AI as anyone.
The thing is the biggest spenders of AI are the richest companies on earth. So it's not if in year 2000 it was Exxon Mobil funding tech, the bubble would have never bursted. It was because it was venture and public equity investors that were funding losses. If Microsoft wants to keep funding OpenAI's losses and Amazon just gave them $50 billion, if they want to keep funding their losses, that's on them. They're extremely all profitable companies. They've all decided we don't give about profits for the next 3 years. We're all in on this because we need to win this race. And so if they're going to fund it, it's when Microsoft turns off the faucet. It's when Google turns off the faucet. It's when Amazon turns off the faucet. Those are the three companies. And NVIDIA. NVIDIA is giving fucking money to everyone too. They're giving credit for GPUs.
Yeah.
So it's going to come down to
I just think it's fascinating because the cost structure doesn't make sense at this point, but you're right in the sense that the biggest companies who have the biggest balance sheets are willing to fund it. And at what point does the U.S. government come in and back it?
If they think it's worth their time.
I mean, there's a new technology council that was announced, David Sachs, and Zuck, Jensen, Sergey, Friedberg.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Hot podcast. You're on the council.
Yes.
Good for them.
Yeah.
And what's their ability to tell the U.S. government? Because if you think about, we joke about the rail. It's like the biggest meme for California.
Yeah.
$45 billion and there's nothing to show for it. Imagine if you use that for advancing AI.
But that instead, give that 45 to advance AI. Yeah. We should do fucking zero interest bonds for the companies that are building the infrastructure for the future of the country.
It's the politics of it are going to get nasty because Bernie and AOC, they announced today they're against all of it.
Yeah.
Right. I don't agree with either of them. Let's be very clear. As the liberal on the pod.
Yeah.
I don't agree with either of them. And how do you get politicians to get on board with the broader future? Because it's going to take the U.S. government is going to have to subsidize this for Americans or America to be the leader in AI. There's no question. The amount of capital that is necessary.
Yeah.
Is extraordinary.
Your competition is the Chinese government.
Yeah.
And we're the only one that has more money than them.
You need like $1 trillion.
Yeah. So I think that's why they're forming the council.
Because if you look at the spend of just Facebook, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, I think each said 200 billion this year. That's $1 trillion just from private.
Yeah.
If you want to advance it, you need another $1 trillion.
Yeah. So then if that's the case, they should put up $1 billion each to get both of them out of office. It's worth it. I would literally prop up a candidate to go against Bernie and AOC, give them $1 billion to just buy the constituents, because they're holding America back, the two of them.
I agree.
And I don't think they understand it is like existential for the economic future. It's not existential like we're going to get wiped off the planet. I don't believe that. I'm not like a doomsdayer on that. I think it's existential that America wins for the economic.
But I think that it was also from one of our previous pods how we talked about the messaging is so bad.
Yeah.
Like they don't realize this is the equivalent of when we needed the nuclear bomb in the 40s, 50s, whatever, when we were like, that's the only way America exists. You get nuclear so that people won't fuck with us.
Yeah.
This is the same thing.
Yeah. I think the key is going to be how Jensen should be the spokesman. So Jensen
he's actually personable.
Yeah, well,
Zuck's not. I love Zuck, but he's not personable.
No, he's not relatable. Jensen speaking on All In. I was listening to the interview he just did.
Yeah, I listened to it.
So good. It's so good. It's so inspiring. He's also like he's a statesman. The way that he even like compliments the administration.
And he went on Rogan and he was very relatable.
Yeah, and I think he is like he's basically giving you the playbook on like how to change your life and being a part of the revolution. He's not trying to be an exclusionary person where it's like, oh, we're going to make all this money and you just got to fall in line, because that's how like hearing Daria from Anthropic.
Yeah,
talks,
he's terrible.
He's not. He
needs to shut up.
The like, U.S. government should silence him.
Yeah.
Like they should.
I mean, he's doing this every week.
Yeah, he
every
talks too
other
much.
day I see a clip of him saying everyone has no jobs.
Yeah, every lawyer is out of a job.
Every white collar guy is out of a job. Everyone's out of a job.
Yeah. So
Dario, he should be silenced.
Yes, I think he's bad news. Well, we'll see how it all plays out. The council is blockbuster. It is like the who's who of the world. And I'm glad they're all on the American Council, which is amazing. Moving on. So big news in sports. The NBA, which, basically has lower ratings than the World Baseball Classic at this point.
And March Madness.
And March Madness. NBA is such a cultural problem. And I know like people cannot accept it. And it is driven by what happened politically 5 years ago.
I disagree. So, I mean, I'll take the other side on that because I know the data is the data, right? Like the NBA is less popular.
Yeah.
Like period from television rating standpoint. Yeah. I think the problem is you have too many games. You have teams that are financially incentivized to be bad.
Would you say baseball is more popular today than it was? I think baseball is way more popular.
Than when?
10 years ago.
Today, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
And I think it's because, and we know this, NBA let the players take control of the league.
Yeah. The problem with the NBA, and I mean, I consider myself a massive NBA fan, is even as a big fan, you don't even know who's playing. They let these guys sit out. They get to dictate when they want to play, when they don't want to play, and they're getting $400 million contracts at this point. Yeah. I think 300. Sorry, not 400, but the numbers are gargantuan, right? Like these guys are going to make $1 billion,
and it's guaranteed money.
You probably haven't even seen Karl Anthony Towns play. Yeah. By the end of his career, he will gross $1 billion.
Yeah. So I think you have, but I think that's also because of the political issues of 2020. That also has created hatred towards the NBA and its players, because first they didn't like the political stance, and now they're like, oh, you're not going to show up and play.
Yeah,
you're not going to give it your 100% effort. I mean, you're not going to do the media. So all that, I don't want to dwell on that piece. Despite that, they're going to explore 2 expansion teams at Seattle and Vegas, and the price tag is somewhere between $7 to $10 billion.
That's what everyone suspects it's going to be. And they had to change their bylaws to allow private equity because you're not getting 7 to 10 billion without private equity involved.
Yeah.
And
it's because if they get that price, each team gets $666 million.
500 million, something like that, depending on the 7 and 10.
Yeah.
Right. Everyone just gets a free check.
So they're going to approve the expansion.
They already approved. It got approved today. Yeah. So there's a lot of debate if it's good for the NBA or it's going to make it even worse. So I guess if you think about it from an owner standpoint, most of these guys are in their 60s or 70s, if not 80s, right?
Yeah, everyone's cashing out.
They're just like, oh, take 500 million.
Yeah. That's probably more money than they've ever made.
Why do you care about what the NBA looks like in 10 years? Because in my opinion, this just continues the decline of the product. And,
I'll give you my hot take. I think once LeBron, Steph, KD, Harden, that crew is gone. Kawhi, they all have to go. All of them have to go.
Steph is pretty well liked. I know LeBron's polarizing.
Yeah, no, it's not that Steph's not well liked. I'm not even talking about. I just think you need such new blood. Like no one would have predicted 5 years ago what happened to the Dodgers. No one would have predicted that Shohei would have ended up on the Dodgers, and the Dodgers would be like the fucking Yankees with Babe Ruth, because that's what they are. They're that team. They're going to probably keep winning. Shohei is going to go down as the greatest baseball player ever.
And which most people already think he is.
Exactly. So the thing is the beauty of sports, one person can change it. It's just those people are in the way of a new person becoming that person.
Our friend made a great point that Victor Wembanyama is that guy and no one cares.
The problem is because of those other people in the league. The league still relies on LeBron and Steph to carry the league. But Victor Wembanyama fucking cares. He wants to win so bad.
Yeah.
Not these guys. These guys don't care. They don't even show up to the fucking press conference half the time.
And there's a big arrogance with NBA players in press conferences, including coaches.
Yeah.
That you can't even stand them.
Yeah.
Like I'm a massive Laker fan. I see JJ Redick, the way he talks to media, it's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
You make $15 million a year, somewhere around there. You can't just answer 5 questions?
I mean,
can you imagine?
Laura Ingraham said it first. Shut up and dribble. That is spot on what you should do. It's why people are mad. Just fucking play. Dude, in the NFL, you are not allowed to talk out loud. No one is. You do it, you're crucified.
You're done.
Tim Tebow prayed. They threw him out of the league.
Yeah, they did to a white guy.
Yeah, they don't care. No one is bigger than the Shield.
I think Puka's going to get blackballed.
But my point is there's no one bigger. It is the league first.
Yeah,
and that has to be in sports. It has to be about the league.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the NBA has done a really bad job.
Yeah, but it's insane money.
And here's the thing, right? And this has been reported by Financial Times, Wall Street Journal, that so if you look at the Lakers purchase, Mark Walters, who's the Dodgers owner, it was Abu Dhabi money. Mm-hmm. That's how they got to the $10 billion valuation. Yeah. And from all the financial services that are reporting is that the Middle East is dried up.
Yeah.
In terms of making those types of investments.
Well, they need some reserves for basic shit.
I mean, they're
like water.
Yeah. Water, liquid natural gas, all these different things. So where are they getting the money from?
There's money out there.
You think so?
Venezuela. They're pumping oil like no one's business. Watch the Venezuela family office who's about to own a team. Watch.
That'd be funny.
They're talking about 50 million barrels a day. Someone's making that money. The money's, there's always money. There's unlimited money.
7 to 10 billion.
Think about it. We were so reliant on Chinese money 20 years ago. It was all about China. You're going to get the check from China.
So do you think the NBA leaked that number because they already know it's in the bank, or they're leading this is what the price is going to be?
It was marketing. It's like we need if you're orienting around a price to be an owner, we want you to orient around 10 billion because they probably know the teams should be worth 4.
Yeah.
But fuck it. Let's go throw out there 10 and let's,
Because the first time the salary cap is actually lower than projected.
Yeah. Well, I think that has to do with like local TV revenue.
Yeah, because they're all going out of business.
Yeah. But so all to be said on the NBA, one player can change the trajectory of it. And it could be Victor Wembanyama. It could be someone it could be Cooper Flag, LaMelo. Like these kids are blockbuster. The problem is like when you market the NBA, you still see LeBron and Steph.
Yeah.
Right? You don't see all these other guys.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious why March Madness ratings are through the roof. I think it was like 10 million people watched.
I mean, people forget it's also gambling.
It is gambling.
People want to say, "Oh, it's just a great product."
It's
the
brackets.
product's horrible.
It's the bracket. No, they're terrible.
Yeah, they're not good players.
I mean, it's terrible watching basketball.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's like you get these like random schools with mid white guys that are just Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that guy.
Kareem, yeah.
It's just like fun. It's memes. Entertainment. The stories. It's memes. Just culturally, it's just and it's also 2 weeks, right? It's like action-packed 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Okay, so we've talked a lot about mental health struggles when it comes to social media. The news today is a California jury has awarded $3 million in damages to a 20-year-old woman who says her use of Facebook and YouTube as a child made her addicted to social media. So this is an unbelievable precedent because everyone then can claim
sue.
this.
Yeah.
And so my gut tells me this would only happen in California because we're morons. And the largest social media companies on earth are based in California.
Yep.
It's Google and it's Facebook. There's like no protectionism for a business in California. It's like becoming increasingly clear. Do I believe they made things addicted? 100%.
Well, that's the point of the product.
Yeah. Everything. If you're not making a product hoping people
Amazon's
don't get,
addicting.
My point is anything you make as a consumer builder, if you're not making it addicting, you suck at your job. So
yeah, where does it end?
That's my point. It's like,
So this 20-year-old's getting $3 million because she said between the ages of 6 and 7, she got addicted to YouTube. And her parents were going through a divorce, apparently. So that's traumatic.
I know, but like,
so,
shouldn't she sue her parents?
What's the...
How do you get the device?
Yeah, obviously.
Did she walk into a Best Buy at 6 and says, "Let me cop me an iPad"?
Yeah, so I guess where does this go? Because this is a crazy precedent. Because now everyone can sue.
Yeah, everyone's depressed.
And do you know how many people are going to see this and those personal injury attorneys? They're every billboard.
This is going to be the next one.
Because they say, "Oh, you're
sad because of your Facebook?"
Yeah, that's going to be because now, if you go down any street, we're in an Uber accident.
Well, you should definitely sue the dating apps. There's a lot of depression coming up.
There you go.
Apps.
Sue Tinder. Sue
sue Amazon.
Yeah, I shop too much.
Yeah, I'm broke. Yeah, look how much money I've spent on Amazon. Broke.
Uber.
Everybody.
Like Uber. Literally, if I look at it right now, it's going to say, "Do you want to go home?"
Yeah.
I should sue him.
Yeah, because he's making you leave home. He could be making you leave work. He asked me if I want to go home. I said yes. I got fired.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's so dumb. I agree.
But I think the problem is
I think if I'm Facebook and Google, I sue the shit out of her parents.
So here's the issue, right?
That's what I would do. I would sue the parents.
I think this actually goes back to the inequality divide in a weird way, because it's a jury by your peers. So a jury ruled this. 12 people. And the 12 people...
We're also addicted.
Also addicted. Probably have kids who are addicted. Probably they themselves have had terrible mental health because of their addiction to social media. And they're like, yes, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's probably going to go to the Supreme Court, right?
Yeah, it's going to get appealed.
It's going to get appealed to the Supreme Court.
If it goes to Supreme Court, we're good. It's going to get shut down. Zuck's on the council. Sergey and Zuck are on the council. This shit's not good.
Because then why didn't Coca-Cola and Doritos get sued back in the day?
Back in the day, they did.
But nothing ever happened.
They go to Supreme Court. I'm like, yo, if you want to drink water, you can drink water. Your fat ass drinks Coke and eats Doritos. It's your problem.
Yeah.
I've always said this about the social media under 18. At some point, you have to hold the parents accountable. It's like we control what our kids do.
Yeah,
If you tell them there's no access to this, they don't get to do it. How else can they do it? Maybe they go to a friend's house, they see a little bit. They can't get addicted if you don't give them access to it. I get maybe a 16-year-old, get a job, make some money, do whatever. How is a 6, 7-year-old getting addicted? 6, 7.
6, 7, yeah. I mean, no one who works in technology lets their kids use any technology.
Yeah, I know. Because there's a reason. All right, moving on. All right, so we were talking about where does the money come from sports? It's coming from Blackstone. $1 trillion asset manager. They're buying an Indian cricket team for billions of dollars.
Yeah.
1 billion, 2 billion? I don't know.
1.4.
1.4 billion.
From Bangalore, where our parents grew up.
Okay. So there you go. It doesn't matter. Money's endless.
Yeah. So they're going to get the 7 to 10.
They'll get 2 teams.
Well, that's what they want.
Blackstone, BlackRock. Who gives a shit? I think people forget. I remember vividly when I was fundraising, my last round, we started meeting with these growth equity / pre-IPO firms, asset managers.
And how much money they have.
And they would literally say oh, we manage $2 trillion. And I would just laugh. I'm like, I don't even know how much money that is. How much money is, it's like, how many zeros is that? And so live action sports is where all the money's at.
Yeah.
It is hotter than AI because it's fucking priceless.
Yeah. People still want to go.
And not even just want to go. It's like, it is where the world is heading. The world is heading outside. I told you I started playing tennis recently again. Went and played with a friend. I tried to book a court. You can't get a court anywhere. Anywhere in public courts, they're all booked.
Interesting. Yeah.
So cricket is obviously the sport of India. It has somewhat of a global following in Europe, Australia, I think parts of Africa. There's a lot of
South Africa, yeah.
Yeah. There's parts of, the world that it's becoming, I think their hope is that it can become a global sport. I think it's going to tough sell in America, because it's not a native American.
There's cricket coming to America. There's teams in LA. I don't know when they're launching, but all the big Bollywood guys have bought teams.
Yeah. I think it's a long way for it to happen here. But it doesn't mean it can't happen. Because if you just assume that if there's even a small shot of an Indian cricket team being valued like a soccer team at some point, then it's a good purchase.
Yeah, even the Padel team, there's a league, they just raised $15 million. Yeah. Pickleball's raising money.
Yeah.
Globally.
Padel is cool because it's for rich people. So they'll always, it's like F1.
Yeah.
It's like a rich guy hobby. And so
I still don't get the difference between Padel and pickleball.
Oh, it's a huge difference. There's a wall.
Oh.
You played an enclosed clear wall.
So it's like racquetball?
Racquetball meets pickle, but it's not a pickleball. It's like basically.
I refuse to participate in any of that stuff.
It's a real workout. It's not like pickle.
Pickle's for fun?
Pickle's fine. You do get a little bit of a workout.
But tennis is real workout.
Yeah, but I'm saying in Padel, because of the wall,
you're walking horizontal.
It's just it's a more action-packed game. Like I played Padel over Christmas break a couple times. It was hard. Like I was sweating.
Yeah.
Like it was a workout. But look, it just tells you there's plenty of money in sports. Every sport has money right now in it. Volleyball, fucking basketball, it doesn't matter.
The owners are getting their $500 million.
Yeah, I get it. I'm more interested to see, can basketball go back to its glory days?
I don't think so with the construction.
Because we said it here on this podcast recently. We thought football was done with the concussion. Literally, the people were saying the death of the NFL. It is so goddamn big.
But I think the problem is the league empowered the players too much in the NBA. That's the problem.
Yeah. So new ownership.
Like Mahomes doesn't say shit.
Never.
He's the league.
Yeah.
He's the face of the league. Have you ever heard him say anything negative?
He has not a great voice.
I think people gravitate towards the Kermit voice.
I don't like that. That's my one knock on Mahomes is Kermit. I can't.
But you see Kelsey saying anything negative? They're the two most famous NFL players by far.
Yeah, probably.
Because Brady's gone.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah. Brady's out here still playing, supporting the league. All right. Last topic. So we talk about health a lot and wellness as a kind of ongoing topic amongst really, like, I think millennials have really kicked in the health and wellness piece of like what's going on. Sleep has become an obsession in America. I would say sleep, particularly in the big cities like LA, San Francisco, New York, Miami, because those are the 4 cities that I interact with most. Everyone has a Whoop, an Oura Ring, an Apple Watch. They're tracking. It is a badge of honor to show how well you slept or how poorly you slept, saying that you drank and you went out last night. So this obsession of like, you know, like if you had pitched 10 years ago, like I'm going to increase the TAM of sleeping, people would have laughed at you. And then what Aura and Whoop did is obsess over tracking your health and your rest. And all these new businesses became, because like 8 Sleep.
Yeah, it's on fire.
It's on fire because it tracks your sleep. It connects as a connected device that helps you sleep better. And so sleeping, when you start actually looking at it, the stats are quite crazy. So on an annual basis, the US loses an equivalent of about 1.23 million working days due to insufficient sleep.
So does that mean they get sick?
Or more importantly, a poor night of sleep.
Less productivity,
or you don't go to work or you show up late to work. An individual that sleeps on average less than 6 hours per night has a 10% higher mortality risk than someone sleeping between 7 and 9. An individual sleeping between 6 to 7 hours per day still has a 4% higher mortality risk. So sleep is a big part of your health. And the problem is that like, if you take it back a step back in the process, why do you have poor sleep? Probably stressed, probably overweight, alcohol, drugs, poor diet. These are all the leading things. My hypothesis.
Social media.
Well, yeah, like our poor girl over here. She probably hasn't had a night of sleep. This kind of epidemic of poor sleep, GLP-1s could actually be a big solver of it. Because if you stop craving food, alcohol.
And there's stories that it solves sleep apnea. So you get better sleep.
Yes.
So you don't snore.
I'm at the point now where I GLP-1 and then what GLP-3s come out, maybe the greatest invention ever.
Yeah, I mean, I said this in our predictions episode that we'll all be on one of some iteration of it.
I think it's way bigger than AI because it's literally
everyone.
And
it'll get affordable. Patents
generic on GLP-1 just happened.
So I'll share a story. Can't say names. Dinner with all the people we talk about on every episode.
Yeah.
You name, all the AI, whatever. Yeah. And I asked, what was the topic of conversation at dinner? So it's obvious AI was one. Do you know what number 2
Peptides.
was? Sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
These are the richest people in the world.
Yes.
And they all wanted to talk about sleep.
That's what I'm telling you. In LA, New York, San Francisco, Miami, I can't tell you how many times I'm at dinners. I'm not even talking to the richest people. I'm talking to regular people. They tell me, I had a bad night's sleep. I need to go to sleep. Sleep. No one's fucking. Everyone's sleeping.
The fertility rate reflects that.
Yeah.
You don't fuck enough, you can't have kids.
Yeah. And guess what? You're not sleeping. It's so crazy. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the average night of sleep a parent gets with young children.
I would say 5.
Under 5 years old. I mean, like Dominic doesn't really wake up. He'll wake up once in a while, but he'll go back to sleep. He's self-sufficient. Yeah, I mean, Miles will just walk around like it's like a nightclub. Like, what are you doing, dude? Go back to sleep. And then if I'm not home at night, but something happened. So really funny. So like recently, my kids have got into trading cards, baseball cards, soccer cards, whatever. When you go to a card store in like Metro LA, the packs are insane. Boxes are insane. Everything's expensive. Hundreds of dollars. Like I was at a store the other day. I wanted to buy a box of basketball tops. $450. I was like, what? I'm not speaking. They don't give a shit what it is.
Right.
So they've been asking for cards and I just haven't had time. And Josh was giving me a ride home the other day and we wanted to go to a card shop on Melrose. It was gone, closed. Cause I said, he's just like, I want a pack. So I'll go buy you a $20 pack, whatever.
Are the prices different like at Canon Collectibles? How much are those?
Premium. They're also only carrying the best stuff. Like they have the Cooper Flag Topps Rookie Year box, that's what, that's the.
And what's the price difference?
On a box? I mean, that box there, they had like the hobby box, whatever, it was $450. I don't know what the retail is somewhere else.
Yeah.
But they're basically like the resale value of these things have gone up. And so fast forward, we're Googling, I'm just like searching on my phone. And I'm like, oh, Best Buy has trading cards. So go to Best Buy. They have, different packs. And then behind the counter, they had boxes of cards for $25. And they're just like, oh, you're limit 1 or limit 2. But it was only $25.
But you're not getting a hot card for $25.
No, you can. You can. It's because it's like true retail. And it's only 6 packs. But it's just fascinating that like the hobby is just gone berserk.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so expensive. It is not for kids anymore. Like there's no way. You know how it's like.
Well, it's become an asset class.
Yeah.
So the adults there are there to trade.
Yeah.
They're not there because they care about getting Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
They're like, if I get Cooper Flag, I'm just made
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, I might have to hit Best Buy again. I could put on a hat, see if they'll sell me another box.
Oh, because you're recognized.
Well, the guy told us that a guy said that he was going to go home, shower, and come back to get another allocation of 1 or 2 boxes. Idiots. I'm like, why would you tell them that? Why don't you just come
and then
go to a different cashier?
Yeah, you might have a different person. It's not that so stupid.
All right. Anything else besides shout outs?
I think we're good.
All right. Oh, yeah. And thanks all the Kathys that supported Alice Gray and Steve. He was very grateful. He wanted to say thank you of all the people that came and bought shoes. Continue to support. It's doing incredibly well on Walmart right now. So thanks to everyone. If you still want to participate, head over to walmart.com, search Alice Gray, buy a pair of shoes, submit your receipt to the DM of Instagram of Alice Gray. He'll send you another pair for free. All right, some shout outs from Danny Snack. Oh, he's a Kathy from the Discord. Of course, I see Danny all the time. Giving a shout out to myself and my beautiful wife as we're getting married on Saturday.
Wow.
Can't wait. Can't say she's a group chat fan, but has definitely been forced to listen on many road trips. We're going to have an amazing honeymoon in Hawaii and can listen to the pod while waiting in 6 hours in line at TSA. This TSA thing is hilarious. So I was supposed to go to New York. You haven't
really flown, right? Since it's all gone down?
So I was supposed to fly Tuesday night and I was like, fuck this. LAX is quiet. It's actually been, I have friends I've been texting with them, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. I fly into JFK or Newark. I'm not sitting in that, getting out of there. I'm not going there at 2 a.m. to get home. Disaster. So congratulations, Danny. Have a great.
Yeah, because I know at least.
I think he's in Atlanta, if I remember correctly. And Atlanta is a disaster.
If you look on Twitter, that's why I always ask people that come into town, how bad is it really? Because Twitter makes it seem like you can't get to the airport.
The thing is there's also like, okay, there's the regular check-in line, regular security line. And if you are in the regular security line, I'm sorry, you're a moron. Okay? Then there's TSA pre-check, which is available to everyone that all you have to do is do an interview. And it costs whatever. If you have a credit card, most of the credit cards pay for it nowadays. Then there's Clear plus TSA pre-check.
But I hear all of them are screwed, right?
Then there's touchless ID. Touchless ID nobody has. I literally the other day when we were in...
just face?
Just face. No ID, nothing. Just take a picture of your face, go, boom.
Good for the deep state.
Yeah, deep state knows me. The fuck do I care?
You're big in the deep state.
What?
You're hot in the deep state.
Big. I'm big in deep state. They probably love me. They probably have pictures of me in the deep state. You know how many touchless ID pics I've taken? All right. Next, from Stephanie. My fiance's birthday was this past week. Shout out to Kyle and happy 33rd birthday. Just a reminder that I introduced him to the pod and Kathy's. Nice, Stephanie. Happy birthday, Kyle.
I like how it's the girl that gave the guy to get on the pod.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a great sign. From Kyle. I wonder if it's the same Kyle.
Different Kyle.
Different Kyle. Okay, because if it was the same Kyle, he's giving a shout out to his brother Connor, not to his fiance. Graduated nursing school and landed a job at the Mayo Clinic. Young legend in the making. I got a gift for you, Connor. Steve's going to send you some Alice Grays. DM the group chat Instagram account, and Josh will make sure we send you a graduation gift from Steve. Next up, from Chloe. My shout out this week is for Meek Mill, because at least he's trying, damn it.
I like it.
And you know what? I can't tell you how many people have came up to me saying they started using Claude and Lovable and AI in some facet of their life.
Even their kids.
Their kids, everyone's using it. It's amazing. And I'm just telling you, Claude's just getting so good by the day. Like we just had a meeting, a recruiting meeting, and my partner Josh was basically like, I don't think there's going to be software engineer need by the end of the year. I was like, probably by the summer. He's like, I want to say summer, but let's just say end of the year. It's that damn good. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. See you on Sunday.
Peace.